Hello, hello, hello. This is the Vanilla JavaScript podcast. I'm Chris Ferdinandi. Thanks for joining me. Today, I'm talking about JavaScript framework myths. So, a few months ago, I saw someone on Twitter say, quote, "I don't bother with frameworks, I just use Vanilla.js." Roughly translated, I'm smarter than the thousands of people who tried to solve the problems I'm about to solve. I'm an expert on security, accessibility, browser support, and performance. I don't care about ROI. I just want to code. End quote. Here's the thing. Frameworks don't really help you with this stuff. This is not a good take. I'm not going to link to the tweet because I don't want to pile on the person who wrote it, but it's a bad take. Earlier this year, WebAIM conducted a survey of the top 1,000,000 sites on the web and found that those that use frameworks are actually more likely to have accessibility issues. In his article on the cost of JavaScript, Google engineer and performance expert Adi Osmani documents the impact of JavaScript on performance relative to other parts of the stack, writing, quote, "As much as I love JavaScript, it's always the most expensive part of your site. Byte for byte, JavaScript is still the most expensive resource we send to mobile phones because it can delay interactivity in large ways. And yes, frameworks used by thousands of developers at hundreds or thousands of organizations can include a lot more bug fixes than your Vanilla.js does, but many of those bug fixes are for problems that you don't have and never will. And this isn't even a fair comparison because the code you write on top of a framework can still have bugs. The issue isn't with native browser methods and APIs, it's with the developer-written code. And that's a danger regardless of whether you build on the native web platform or you use a framework. To be fair, frameworks do give you some security benefits. Many frameworks sanitize markup before rendering it, though you can do the same thing with DOM Purify or a helper function at a fraction of the size. You can use Vanilla.js and still lean on the expertise of others. You don't have to know everything. And that's why this take for me is just so fundamentally wrong, because it gives the impression that if you write Vanilla.js, you really just want to write literally everything yourself. And that's not really what it's about. Vanilla JavaScript is as much a mindset as it is an approach. It's about trying to build things that are leaner, that are more performant, that are more focused on the user and not on what's solely most convenient for me as a developer. And so when you see stuff like this, don't get discouraged. I encounter this sort of thing a lot, although I'm actually starting to see more pro-vanilla JavaScript sentiments growing quite a bit. I do weekly searches on Twitter, and I've kind of noticed that the amount of stuff around Vanilla.js has been growing exponentially lately, so that's a really positive sign. Anyways, that's it for today. If you want to finally master JavaScript, head over to vanillajsguides.com and check out my pocket guides and video courses. They're short, focused, and made for beginners, and you'll learn the ins and outs of a topic in under an hour. See you next time. Cheers.